Prioritize self-care without guilt, the one simple step and one word that changes everything. This video is going to be very short because it is literally one step. My mission is to empower you in the simplest of ways that can come naturally to you. Hi, welcome to my channel. My name is Angelica. Today's video is all about letting go of the guilt that comes with prioritizing self-care and one effective simple step that works just like that. So let's get right into the video for today. I reckon this is your question/problem. Correct me now if I'm wrong. That you've most likely asked yourself, how do I prioritize self-care without feeling guilt? Now here's a solution in one simple step. It's mind-blowing because it's so basic. The one simple step that's going to stop you from feeling guilty about prioritizing self-care in your life is by learning the word no. That's it. That's all you have to do. Learning how to effectively and efficiently say it. It seems simple, right? Well, yes, it is, but simultaneously can present itself to be hard. I personally didn't always know how to prioritize my own self-care and learn how to say no. I also was someone who wanted to keep the peace. I wanted everybody to be happy at my own detriment. But I believe in your potential to tap into the power that's already within you to make this your own way of life. But now the other question is, why will it present itself to be hard? Learning how to say no, to prioritize self-care in your life. This is because most of us, if not very well all of us, as women, and yes, even men, have been programmed, preconditioned, due to no fault of ours, to undersell ourselves and keep the peace by always saying yes and never balancing it with enough no's. I mentioned this already, but why can it be hard? What is the real reason that makes learning how to say no really hard? It's hard because saying no goes against the kindness yardstick of morally determining if you are a good or bad person. But let me ask you, what's a good or a bad person? Can you accurately define it without any outliers? So let me know in the comments what your perspective on a good or bad person is. But I exactly don't think we fully can define it because it's really subjective. So see how playing into that and somewhat attaching yourself and your self-worth to this is a definite zero-sum game that you're playing. And I understand learning to say no, it's not easy. It's a battle of internal strength, conflict, and confidence. The more I learned how to say no, the less dread I felt. Now, learning to do this, learning how to say no, you naturally up the difficulty level. Because when you learn to say no, people would use that against you. You'll be called a bitch, called mean, called selfish, and most of all, it's lonely. It forces you into solitude, and the question is why? Why does learning how to say no force us into solitude? The answer is very obvious and quite simple. I personally feel it is due to the fact and due to the people who thrive off of taking advantage of kindness, the kindness you give. And when they realize that you are no longer playing their game, they literally dump you for being of no use to them anymore. And most times this realization of the dumping can come from unexpected places with family, friends, colleagues, even your boyfriend, your wife, your husband, people who you thought wanted the best for you. Now getting dumped, it feels like a terrible thing, it feels like a bad thing because now you know how to say no. But getting dumped is not a bad thing. It's actually rather good for you. But again, it will feel like a bad thing, but it's not. Now, here's what you do. Keep learning to say no. That's it. In balance, of course. If it doesn't make you feel comfortable, but listen to how I didn't say good. Because there's so many things that wouldn't make you feel good that are good for you. So, in my opinion, I would advise to never trust the things that only make you feel good. It'll keep you stuck. Feeling good creates no resistance. A lack of resistance creates no desire to change or grow. So yes, keep saying no. The more times you say no and stand by it, the more confident you'll be and become an advocate for yourself. I had to learn how to advocate for myself. And it's important that you learn how to do this too. And not just advocating for yourself, advocating for others, advocating in your abilities, still while being a considerate, kind person, and the more confidence you would have in general. Remember, I said it's a balance. Oftentimes, people take it to the extreme and become self-serving users and leeches themselves. We do not want that. We want to give and we want to take like the universe ordained. Not only take, and definitely not only give. We want to make the people around us feel good, not only ourselves. We want to put our needs first, that's correct, while also caring about and catering to the needs of others. We want to love and do so freely, but also know when we have given enough and when to pour back into ourselves. It's a balance. I want you to remember that learning to say no is a balance. Prioritizing self-care is a balance. Caring about and catering to the needs of others is also a balance. And a balance that comes from one simple word: no. Let me read you something. It says, a real leader is one who prioritizes the needs of others around them to be empowered, not one who is self-serving. So yes, this message is to be empowered to take care of yourself and others, but emphasis on not just yourself. You are not an island, you need people, and people need you too. And this is all you have to do to prioritize self-care, boost your confidence, and live a balanced life without feeling guilty. Let me know in the comments in what ways you find it hard to say no and prioritize self-care, and then other people's reactions to you saying no. And that's it for today's video. On this channel, we stand for empowering our mind, body, and spirit, and I am grateful to the universe that you have learned something new today. Something practical that you can apply into your life this very minute and watch and feel and see the miracles begin to happen. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. You know you want to. And also let me know in the comments what other topics you would love for me to touch on so that we can discuss about. And that's it for today's video. See you in the next video. Thanks for watching. Mwah. Okay, bye.